Hello, 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 Larry here, and welcome back to the good old Hydroneer series. Unfortunately, it went kaput. After nuking the claim so bad, I started, doing like I said I was going to do. I was going to level all that ground out, which I went ahead and did, and went ahead and put down the stone ground and all that, and started noticing some lag. Well, I'm like, oh, no big deal. I got a decent computer here. Started to build the water supply, and the lag got worse and worse and worse. I had to shut down the original Ember Cradle build because it started messing up. And then I had to shut down the Forge build because that was messing up. So as it progressed, everything just started dying, and it got to a point to where, you know what, I can't continue with the series because it just lagged out way too much. So after doing some research and all that, what I found is more than acceptable is we can do a small build here at Ember Cradle and either do a Forge build, or we can afford to do one large build on the map, just not two or three. So that's what I've just decided to do, and we are going to go ahead and actually do a Forge build. And I'm doing the Forge build. That may not be very popular, but I noticed a lot of people aren't doing it correctly. They're trying to build normal like everybody, how we do regular claims. So I want to do a proper Forge build. Now, as you notice, I have the hourglass here. That's it. And I put us back into regular mode. I'm not going to cheat on this map whatsoever. Same thing with explosives and all that other fun stuff. Nothing is going to get replicated. Everything is going to be done straight up on the straight and narrow. No shenanigans. But having to deal with the day and night cycle while trying to do videos is such a pain. And I want everybody to be able to at least enjoy and see the videos. So that's the only reason why I am using the hourglass, is just basically for video ease. Now, if you're not familiar with Hydroneer, what we're doing is we are just processing dirt, and we want gold nuggets and all that fun stuff. So we toss the dirt in here, we brush it, rinse and repeat. We're going to be doing that multiple times. Now, this is the one part of the game it's a lot of people will absolutely hate, and it's the part of the game that will force most people to quit, plain and simple, because they're just like, oh my god, this is so boring. Which is true. It is very boring. But the reward, if you stick with it, the reward could be really fun, because you get to build some really cool stuff that you may like. And so by doing this whole bucket and shovel thing, it's worth it. Oh, I forgot to do my brush thingy. So after you dump the dirt in there, you brush it. And it is what it is. Then dump dirt. Oh, see, and now if you notice that little black dot that's on the ground, that's where stuff lands. So yeah, you gotta grab the stuff, try to work where the dot's gonna be, and then drop stuff, and hopefully it makes it in where you want to do it. It's just part of the physics of the game, and you get used to it. Now, what we are trying to do is everybody starts this game different. And the way I like to start it is I do want to get down to deep dirt, but I want to get to the pickaxe, because the pickaxe I can dig deep real fast. And that's what I want to do, because this whole let's process dirt that's up here, up high, the dirt is basically worthless. And I want to get into the deep stuff. So we need approximately 135 coin, I think it is, to get our pickaxe. And it doesn't look like we're having much luck as far as nuggets are concerned. I mean, I'm watching the bucket, and there's not that much stuff in there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick this thing up, and we're going to go sell it. And like I said, I don't think we're going to get much for it, but we're going to try. So we go up here to the jeweler. Now it's funny, we have a store right there that we can buy stuff from. We just can't sell it there. Excuse me. So, toss it here on the table. It's only worth 62. That is horrible. We needed a lot more than that. So, we have to go back to the river and keep on doing our thing. Okay, about after 5 minutes worth of digging here, we have about 159 coin. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I think I'm going to buy this pickaxe, because this is going to be the first necessary evil that we're going to need to get where we need to be. Now we have 37 credits here. We actually do have enough for this water intake pipe, because that's going to be one of the next purchases we want to make. So woohoo, we already have enough money for that. But the whole reason why I'm doing that is I want to get this hole down as deep as I can get it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to start digging, and I do it this way strictly from the standpoint of just speed. Could I dig all of this out and put it through my bucket and make some coin off it? Yeah, I could. But I can tell you right now, it would drive me absolutely insane if I did it that way. I would be bored to tears. So what I'm trying to do is I want to tear this down to where I can get in and out without any troubles, but at the same time keep digging. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a ladder, because going at a 45-degree angle we could be able to run in and out of here. But the closest thing we have in this area is going to be blocks, and so you're going to have to jump up and down to get in and out of this hole. And that's not really what I want to do, because that can get to be a total pain. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this, and we have a lantern over here. So we're going to take this, light it up by left clicking, and I'm just going to drop it down this hole. Just so I can see. And see how I'm having to jump up and down, jump up and down? I don't want to do that. That's too much work. Okay, and now that we've got all that stuff shoveled out, we're going to go ahead and buy some of our pipes. And we have, 386. So we're going to go ahead and buy this one. The reason why I'm buying this one first is these things are such a pain to put in the cart that it's just like, no, I don't like dealing with it. Plain and simple. I just don't like dealing with it. So that's dripping water, which is good. So now we need to send this puppy out as far as we can. So we need to buy pipe. Now this is nice, slow, boring cart. We will be able to buy fast ones or ones that we can turn fast with. But for now, this is all we have. And now I will show you the cart trick, because you can actually put a lot of stuff in here, but you just have to do it right. Okay, notice it just dropped right in there. What I'm doing is I'm running up the left side of this rail. on the cart, and it will allow me to keep dropping stuff into it. I can load so much into this cart doing it this method that I can cause like massive lag in the game. I can easily bring in 40, 50 pieces of this pipe into this cart. But unfortunately, with how the game renders everything, you're just going to get massive graphics lag, and it's really not worth it. So try to keep your hauls down maybe like 20, 25 pipe when you're using the carts. And usually you won't get any lag. Usually. Not guaranteeing you, but usually you won't get lag. Okay, let's see how many pipes this. Okay, that's 176. How much money we have left over? We have 174. So let's see how far we can get with this pipe. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pickaxe and I'm going to dig a hole. I'm going to dig the hole as deep as I can get it. And I'm going to try to get over there if my ladder doesn't stop me. I mean my shovel. This is going to be really cool. Come on. You need to be somewhere around here. Really? Huh. There it is. Right there. Okay. Now, I know you're probably like, Larry, what are you doing? Okay. What we have here. Okay, that's hitting bedrock right here. So what we're going to want to do, we may have to go out just one more on the hole. Okay. It's blocking us. Okay, what we're going to want to do, I'm thinking it's going to make us do one more. What we're going to try is we're going to buy a block. And let's see if we can get this block down in the hole. And if we can, it will make our life so much easier. They're only 5 gold, so it's super cheap. And we want to be able to sit our pan on top of this. We may not be able to. Come on, let me get down in there. Okay, I think that will work. Oh, we gotta set this thing straight. There we go. Okay. Now, I may have to dig more out. Let's find our pan and see if we can sit it on there. We'll dump the water out because we need to make sure that this thing will fill it up. Get on there. There we go. Okay. Water's going in there. So what we want to try to do is see if we can get the dirt in there. Let's see if we can get our brush. We're going to have to dig our way to make this a little bit more convenient. Okay, notice how the water stayed in there. Okay, this is the fastest way we can do it now because it only takes one shovel instead of a bucket full. But the unfortunate part is we don't have very much room in here. So we have to dig our way into a more efficient area, which is fine. I mean, it's so annoying when you first do this because you trying to release your shovel and get things to do what you want them to do. It's like, grrr. Oh, why did I do that? I always have a problem with doing that. Okay. Let's get this picked up. Tell you what, I'll get this stuff picked up and then I'm going to go sell this stuff and I'll be right back. Okay, after that little bit of digging that I've done, what I went ahead and did is I went over to Bridgeport, which is just a small town across the river. And I went ahead and picked up stairs. Now, granted, stairs cost 32 gold each. And those blocks cost 5 gold each. Believe it or not, using the ladders is so much easier to do that this is the way I prefer to run my mines, because these things, being able to hightail it in and out so fast without jumping, it just makes life so much easier. Yep, just looks like 4 would have done it. Okay. Well, oh well, it is what it is. So now I will go ahead and grab my pan. We'll put it right here. As long as it's filling up with water, that's all that matters. Try to center it up a little bit more. There we go. And this is the dirt that we want. We want this really good stuff. Stuff on the bottom right there is the best dirt you can have. And you will make all sorts of money. So with just this little bit of talking and shoveling that I've done, let's go measure this off and see how much is in here. That's 275. That's doing a whole lot better than what we did earlier. So we're going to be able to afford our equipment that we want in no time. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more digging. Okay, now that we have the coins, I went ahead and purchased the 2 pieces of equipment that we needed. And it is time to get our automation started. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this and see if we can get it in here. Will it allow me to place this thing? Okay. We can do something there. Now, isn't this a much better way of making money? It's a whole lot easier than me having to sit there and shovel, then break out the brush with the brush. When all I have to do now is just basically herd this stuff into the bucket. Okay. Now, I could let this thing do this for 15-20 minutes and it's no big deal. But I'm in more of a rush than that. So I went ahead and turned it off. And I'm going to go see how much all this is worth. Because there's things we want to get done. Like automation. So we want to get this thing to auto smelt, auto everything, so we can go off and have fun versus being a slave to carrying this stuff forward and backwards. Now, that's not too bad. 553 coin for literally no work. Yeah, won't get an argument from me on that. But unfortunately, that's not even close to the amount of money that we're going to need to buy our conveyor belts. So that's a bummer. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to actually maximize the way we do things here. So we have 553 here. I'm going to go ahead and toss that in the truck here. And that gives us, ooh, come on. We got that money there. We'll toss that on there. And nothing's landing on each other. So, like, seriously, come on. You're killing me. You're seriously killing me. Okay, something locked together. Don't know what it was, but there we go. We're up to 970 coin. Let's go ahead and jump into our truck and let's get us over to the other town. Bridgeport. They have everything that we want over there. But I want to get out of this claim as fast as we can. Come on. You can do better than that. Go. There we go. That little trainer truck. Just come on. You can do it. So what we want is we're going to need to get into the conveyor belts. And what do we have as far as the conveyor belts are concerned? Okay, we're looking at what, 220 for a straight one. And 532 for the splitter. 323 for that. Owie. All that stuff's expensive. So what can we do to make us more money faster? Well, we can get this gem polisher. And we can get one. Let's go ahead and get one of the... yeah, let's do the right conveyor. Yeah, right conveyor. And let's do a straight conveyor. So what I'm thinking, that might give us exactly what we need. I could be wrong, but hopefully we'll have the money for it. Oh no, it's 9 what? 970? 922. Ouch. That just took literally the majority of our money. But now that we have the gem polisher, all the gems that this thing falls into are going to be polished. So we'll get a little bit more money for them than what we're getting now. So that will pay for itself. And we're going to need to buy some pipe. I totally spaced that off as well. So let us grab our coinage from this bucket. And granted, it's not very much, but that's almost 2 pieces of pipe. And hopefully I have the pipe that we need so we don't have to spend this money. But if I don't, oh well. Takes money to make money. But we'll make it up pretty quick. Now the big question is, are we going to have the space that we need? That's going to be the big problem. Yeah, we know we have that. Okay. What can we do to make our life a little bit easier? Well, we can place a T. Yep. let's do this. Let's go ahead and place a T, since we have one, right here. Come on, let me go. Take this out. See, that's a problem with not having very much space here. We'll take this. Oh, come on. Let me out. I got hung up. Okay, this is where you have to unstuck. That was a pain. Okay, let's go back in. We'll get this right here, but we'll move this around. And we're going to have to dig some. Where's our pick? Because we have to get just enough space for these two conveyors. And hopefully we have the space. This little bit that I'm digging out, I'm hoping will be enough room. It may not be. And if it's not, oh well. That just that little bit more adapting we'll have to do. We never want anything to go perfect, now would we? That's just not the American way. We do things our way, and usually we're a big pain in the butt when we do it. There we go. Let's see if I have this one right. So we'll do the corner here. Okay, we have that. Then we'll do it straight. And we actually need two bends. Oh no. Let's see if we have the... We may not have the money for them. There's 48. They might be more than 25 each. Let's see. How much are they? Oh, they're 25 each. What a bummer. Come on. There we go. Is there any way I can cheat here? Oh. So let's do it this way. We can do that. And I can do a straight piece right here, which that works. And let's get our little cork doohickey thingamabob. Let's cork this up. Okay. Now we can turn around and take this 90. We'll put that right here. Then we will take the other one. Put that right there. Oh, it's going to be close as far as, will that bucket work? Let's see, can we get this thing in here? Will this, oh, I don't think that's going to work. I don't think we have the space. See, I've been trying to put all this stuff in this area, and I think we may have to go one down. Isn't that a bummer? Because I don't think the pan is going to fit right there. Let's see. Yeah, that is hard rock. That means everything has to move down one. Can you believe that? Nothing is going right in this video. It is so not right. Okay. But if everything worked out perfectly, then this wouldn't be a good game now, would it? Okay, can I get through here now? Yes, I can. You know what? I'm just going to cheat on this. This is going to be like no big deal. Here. I'm just going to throw this down here. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll throw this on here, which is our polisher. Right there. Let's turn this back on. Really? It's going to run that slow? Ooh, it fit. It went in. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Gotta love it when a plan comes together. Look at all that's gold. We'll be making some money. And we're almost on the deepest dirt. It still has to go down one more level to be deep, to be on the best dirt. But I'll live with this. Because now we just need to let it percolate for a few. We'll get some more money. And then we can expand. And we want to keep on expanding. That's what we want. But we need iron. Because in order for us to really start expanding, we need to... Okay, one, we need to up our pressure. So if we up our pressure, then we won't have to... The belts will travel a lot faster. So we have that to be concerned with. I'm not seeing any gems yet, which is a surprise. I figured I'd see 1 or 2 gems by now, but unfortunately that hasn't happened. So pressure, that means we're also going to need to add more belts. We're going to need to add smelters. And I like the larger smelters. They're like 1,300 a crack, because all you have to do is just click on them and boom, turns it into a bar and life is good. Now, if we can turn this stuff into necklaces, we'll get far more money for our materials than just selling it for bulk. So that's something you want to consider. Now, you get more money out of necklaces than you do rings. Just like, you know, daggers, axes, and swords. I do believe sword is the most expensive one. But you really don't want to blow your iron on that stuff. So, you know, to each his own. Now, the one thing I like to do, and hopefully we have the credits for it, is do we have enough money to buy another pail? We should. That's 23. That's 12. Okay, so we can afford another pan. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to swap these pans out. Unfortunately, don't have very much space here. And did that work? Yes. Now, if you allow these pans to fill up too much, the lag will be horrendous trying to sell this stuff off to the jeweler here. So you want to be real careful on that. See, 925. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I'm quite happy with that number. Now, I did say I want to do stuff with pressure and all that. That is very true. But since I have 925, I want to cruise over to bridge pour. So with a rake and a pickaxe, you can pretty much get the hole the exact size that you want. It'll be nice, clean, and easy to do. So, okay, here we go. It is 245 for the rake. So we'll go ahead and buy that. Now, get used to this shop because you're going to be buying a ton of stuff from this shop. I guarantee it. Okay, we get the rake. And let's get back to the mine claim. And then I'll show you a quick way of carving out some land for us that becomes usable. And that's the funny part is with all the videos that I've seen, very few people touch the rake. And it's just like, guys, why? You know, I love playing with explosive just like everybody else, but the rake is so important. There we go. Voila. Now you have to look at how the rake is. Okay, see how it has like a little arrow pointing down? That means you're compressing the dirt to the ground. And we can really clean up an area doing it. See how it's just cleaning everything up? But you really have to watch out for things because it can also place a solid block. See how I just placed a solid block? That didn't do me any good. See, that's all nice bedrock. Now what you can do is we can just add a little bit of dirt right here at the very bottom. And then we're going to be able to place our miner right on top of this in perfectly flat dirt. And make our life so much easier. So, because this is the very bottom part of our claim is right here. And that's what we want. See, look at that. Nice, flat, level floor. Now, I know it's hard to see because of the lighting, but trust me, it's nice and flat. There we go. And look at all that little gloriousness in the bucket there. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and grab our other bucket or our pan or whatever, and we'll swap it out real fast. But now we're getting to a point to where we can expand. And that's where we're going to call this episode. And we'll start expanding in the next... Okay. We got to stop this. Okay. If you notice right here where my little blue dot is, you can see that little piece of dirt that's just hanging up in the air. You have to watch out for these things because these will stop your trucks. They'll stop you. They'll stop you from building. You got to make sure that there's no dirt hanging around. Because if you don't, it's going to block you on everything you try to do. So make sure you clean those things up. We'll do our last bit of clean out here in the episode. and then we will be off. So hopefully, if you like videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you do, hit the like button. It helps me out. Oh, look at that. Almost 2,400 gold. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Tell you what, there were some gems in there as well. So we got that extra kick of money. That means we're going to be able to buy a whole lot of stuff now. Anyway, see, stuff like that, you got to hit like on. Show other people. Like. So I'm Larry, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.